Okay, so it's Thursday, March 16th, 11:12 a.m. I'm going to try to crank out the second video for today real quick. I got the other first video is going to be premiering in 18 minutes. Let's see if I can crank this out by then. Probably not, but I'm going to try. Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some the ADX, NDI, RSI here in the MACD over the week, 2 week, 3 week, and monthly time periods. So on the weekly, I noticed this nice bounce here on the ADX and DI. The green, we want the green to be above the red to be in a bull run. Like here we were in a bull run, and the green is above the red, and we had a nice bull run here, and the green is for the most part above the red until it crossed down below. And now we did have a green on the crossover, and we had a bounce. Like it bounced off the red line, like it found resistance, and now is going up. And I said this in the last video, I talked about the ADX and DI indicator that this momentum is still going down. So, but I do like to see a positive sign that, the red line looks like it's going down. This could still be the very start of a bull run. It's still too early to tell, but I'd like to see that positive sign. Looking at the RSI, it's above this yellow line here. It looks like it's doing pretty good. If we look at past bull markets here, it was really kind of choppy, but in general, the RSI was kind of going up until it went sideways, and then the bear market happened, and we could still be in the very early signs of the bull market kind of going up. And on the MACD, things are looking good. It's going up. If we get above this, the zero line here or whatever, that would be nice. Let's take a look on the 2 weeks. And we haven't quite got over the red line on the ADX. It would be nice. It'd be, on the 2 week chart as the time, intervals go up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. I feel like they hold more power. And if you look at the RSI on the 2 weeks, we did have a big pump recently. CZ announced that he was going to buy like $1 billion worth of BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin with what stable coins they had, which, I think a lot of people are kind of like, well, if I can't trust any of these stable coins because the banks might go down, I might as well just buy an asset that I believe in and just hold on to it, which is, why I'm buying Bitcoin these past couple of weeks pretty heavily, dollar cost averaging. When the dips come, my limit orders get filled. We did hit the yellow line a couple of times as retest. So, we can come back down and hit that yellow line. That probably would fill that CME gap at, 20,500. The sooner we fill it, the better I feel about it. Because who wants to go up to 30,000 and then come back down to 20,000? The cross on the MACD looks bullish. Let's pull up the 3 week chart. Let me get the discount out of the way. I'm sorry about that. So, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research as always. Sorry about that. This is the 3 week chart. The ADX and DI looks the same. In fact, it looks kind of like the red line's coming down. That's not good. So that looks like it's not as good as the previous chart. So in the smaller time frames, like the week and 2 week, it looks more bullish than the higher time frames, in my opinion. The RSI, let's take a look here. It looks still pretty good. We're above the yellow line, and the MACD looks like a bullish cross there. So that looks pretty good. And we'll do the 4 week or the monthly. And the monthly, again, the ADX looks a little bearish, right? The red line's coming down. The MACD, kind of hard to tell, but this looks like the worst is behind us. And the RSI, the last time we got crossed above this yellow line, that started the bull run on the monthly. And so we had the bear market, we crossed this yellow line, we had this big pump for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 months or so. And now are we going to cross it? It looks like it's trying. It's got a little bit of a cross there, but I think at this point, people are still scared about the stock market. We had those banks collapse in the United States over the weekend, got bailed out. Every so often, I go to the dynamic yield curve. It's stockcharts.com/fees charts/yield curve.php is the URL. And as I drag my mouse over you could see on the left what's going on with the yield curve. And as I bring it over here, when this left side is higher than the right side and it's up here, it's inverted as I understand it. And then, a potential crash is coming. So if I continue, and there's the inversion and we're almost, into the .com crash, watch this thing just drop. And that was the big crash of the .com. So we go up to the 2007, 2008, and it's getting up there higher. And all of a sudden, we have that inversion here and it comes crashing down. So what are we doing now? So we keep going down. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Looking at the inversion right about here, I'm getting a little worried. And then just before the coronavirus crash, it just kind of like flipped out. I think we could have gone much higher if we didn't have that pandemic crisis. But then the Fed just printed money, and let's take a look at what the dynamic yield curve is doing now. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks good. And all of a sudden, what is going on right now? Oh, that looks like an inversion to me. I mean, it looks worse than the .com and the financial housing crisis. And that's today, where we are now. So, I don't have a crystal ball, but I am not getting back into stocks. I was thinking about maybe, we had a nice dip. And, but looking at this inversion, that's scary to me. That's extremely scary. So you can go to the website and have fun with this. And I don't go too often, but I haven't checked this out in months. But that is just terrifying to me. So looking at the stock market, and we haven't gotten above this moving average. If the Fed really wants to pivot and say, look, we're not going to increase interest rates anymore because things are breaking or it could get worse, then maybe Fed money printer go burr and asset prices go higher, and we could avoid maybe this yield curve. But I think the Fed has their eyes really set on decreasing inflation, and if things break like they've done in the past with the .com and the housing bubble, so be it. They don't care. They want higher unemployment to bring inflation down. It's they don't want higher employment, but the actions they take will result in higher unemployment. So I guess I should rephrase it that way. So let's see now. This is going to start in 10 minutes. I'll try to be in the chat if anybody wants to ask me questions. And yep, by the time this comes out, I'll probably have it come out after my first video. So those are just two things that caught my eye: the yield curve and the ADX and DI. Some things on the RSI. So short term on the weekly, 2 weeks, things look really good. On the 3 week monthly charts, things could look a little bearish. Things look very bearish to me on the stock market with the dynamic yield curve. And I think if the stock market goes down, I think everything goes down. And there's if Bitcoin, silver, and gold don't go up because of a financial crisis like 2.0 or something, then everybody's going to lose money. Everybody's going to lose their wealth. And even if you have cash, your cash is getting devalued through inflation. So there's no winners, really, unless you have some, really, really lucky pick. Maybe Chat GPT or something, stock. Everybody have a great time. Give me a like, subscribe, comment down below. Please share if you like this type of content, and I can do more. I'm surprised I'm doing as many as I am, but if there's stuff to talk about, I'll talk about it. Everybody have a good one. Bye-bye.